The hidden power of human emotions. Have you ever wondered why some decisions just feel right, even when logic says otherwise? Or why a single memory can trigger a flood of emotions that shape your entire day? Emotions are not just fleeting feelings, they are powerful signals, deeply embedded in the human experience. Often misunderstood or suppressed, emotions influence our choices, relationships, and even our perception of reality more than we realize. In this video, we'll explore the hidden power of human emotions, what they are, how they work, and how we can use them to understand ourselves better and live a more conscious life. This journey will take us through psychology, philosophy, and practical self-awareness techniques that reveal how emotions silently guide our thoughts and behaviors. Let's uncover the invisible force that drives us from within. 1. Emotions as the language of the subconscious. Emotions are not random. They are the language of the subconscious mind, our inner compass, quietly guiding us long before we even think. Every feeling you experience is a message, a signal from deep within, often rooted in memories, experiences, and patterns formed long ago. Think of the subconscious as a vast database. It stores every interaction, every triumph, every trauma. And when a new situation arises, it quickly searches for similarities and triggers an emotional response: joy, fear, sadness, anger, not based on the present, but based on the past. Let's say you were once embarrassed while speaking in public. Years later, just the thought of being on stage might cause anxiety, not because you're in danger, but because your subconscious remembers that moment and wants to protect you from reliving it. Emotions like fear, love, or shame are automatic responses. We often believe we're in control of our actions, but neuroscience shows that emotions arise milliseconds before conscious thought kicks in. In other words, we feel before we think. Understanding this can be empowering. If emotions are messages from the subconscious, then listening to them helps us decode our inner world. They are not obstacles to overcome, they're insights waiting to be understood. 2. Emotions in the battle between reason and instinct. For centuries, philosophers and scientists have debated the relationship between reason and emotion. Are they enemies? Or two sides of the same coin? Aristotle once said that true wisdom lies in knowing how to feel at the right time, for the right reason, and in the right way. This suggests that emotions are not meant to be suppressed but rather understood and integrated. The truth is, the human brain is wired in layers. At the core lies the limbic system, the emotional brain, evolved for survival. Wrapped around it is the neocortex, the rational brain, responsible for logic, language, and planning. When faced with a situation, the emotional brain reacts instantly. The rational brain comes later. In life or death situations, this reaction is crucial. For example, firefighters often make life-saving decisions in seconds, not because they logically analyze every detail, but because their instincts, built through emotional learning, kick in. These are emotions functioning as advanced pattern recognition tools. But in everyday life, this fast, emotional thinking can mislead us. We might misjudge people, overreact to stress, or make impulsive choices. That's where reason must step in, not to silence emotion, but to work with it. When instinct and logic are in harmony, we become both intuitive and wise. Mastering this balance is key to emotional intelligence and ultimately, to self-mastery. 3. Negative emotions. Saboteurs or allies? Most people see negative emotions as enemies. Feelings like fear, anger, sadness, or shame are often labeled as bad and quickly pushed away. But what if these emotions are not here to hurt us, but to teach us? Fear, for instance, is a natural response to perceived danger. It alerts us, prepares us, and in some cases, protects us. But in modern life, fear often arises in situations that don't threaten our survival: public speaking, rejection, change. The problem isn't the fear itself, but how we interpret and respond to it. Sadness helps us process loss, reflect on what truly matters, and connect with others. Anger, when channeled properly, becomes a force for justice and change. Even shame can guide us toward better alignment with our values if we choose to listen instead of hide. The Stoics, especially Seneca and Epictetus, didn't advocate for repressing emotion, they taught us to understand it. According to them, it's not the emotion that harms us, but our reaction to it. Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, famously said, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." Negative emotions are like fire, they can burn. But they can also illuminate. Mastery begins when we stop running from them and start learning from them. 4. How to use the power of emotions in daily life. Understanding emotions is one thing, using them intentionally is another. The key is not to control emotions by force, but to become aware of them and respond with clarity. Here are a few practical methods. 1. The emotion journal. Each day, write down moments when you felt strong emotions. What triggered them? What thoughts followed? This helps identify patterns and unconscious beliefs shaping your life. 2. The 10-second pause. When you feel an intense emotion, take a short pause. Breathe deeply. This short delay can interrupt impulsive reactions and allow your rational mind to step in. 3. Identify your triggers. What people, environments, or situations often trigger strong feelings in you? By recognizing them, you gain the power to prepare for and respond differently. 4. Reframe the emotion. Instead of thinking, "I'm anxious," say, "My body is preparing for something important." A simple shift in language changes your relationship with the emotion. 5. Mindfulness and meditation, spending just 5-10 minutes a day observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment helps train emotional awareness and resilience. As Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." By working with our emotions, not against them, we begin to live with greater intention, presence, and inner strength. Conclusion. Emotions are not weaknesses. They are powerful tools, messengers from our inner world, shaped by experience, memory, and meaning. While we often seek to silence or avoid them, true strength lies in listening, understanding, and transforming them. You are not your emotions, but you are the one who can choose how to respond to them. Whether it's fear pushing you to grow, sadness reminding you of what matters, or joy showing you what's possible, every emotion has a purpose. The more we understand our emotional world, the more we unlock our potential for clarity, connection, and conscious living. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, pause and ask, "What is this emotion trying to tell me?" Because within that question lies the key to emotional freedom. Thank you for watching this video. If you found value in this message, don't forget to give it a like, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more content on philosophy, psychology, and personal growth. Your support helps us grow this channel and continue creating meaningful videos that inspire inner strength and wisdom. Until next time, stay strong, stay thoughtful, and never stop building your best self.